Welcome back to Friendly Free Thinker on my Substack here. I don't really like to do meditations or talk too much about the holidays because we get inundated by all that stuff. There's too much, and of course Christmas started weeks ago in the stores. I do like to present something to think about in terms of some of these holidays, at least from a secular perspective, and try to give it some context, at least in my own head. So I wrote this column that was published today in the USA Today network, and it's called Being Grateful with or Without Religious Faith. See what you think. You can read it for yourself. The link is there on your page. While sauntering down a trail off the Blue Ridge Parkway, Carol and I took deep breaths of crisp autumn air along the gentle, meandering path. Several sections were shady tunnels of mountain laurel. Emerging from these sheltered segments, we looked up into the bright colors of the leaves high over our heads. Walking on an open trail presents moments of wonders like this, with frequent pauses to inhale the beauty. A contented sense of gratitude accompanies every step, appreciating the wide assortment of gifts that nature provides. While I'm aware that many who believe in supernature, the supernatural, would find my rather poetic description inadequate. They may think something's missing. Without mentioning anything spiritual or sacred, some might feel a full experience of the natural world's not possible. Another dimension, a higher reality, should be acknowledged and honored. Otherwise, a walk in the woods holds no deeper meaning than deep breaths in natural beauty. I find this attitude not only short-sighted, but a little sad. Does a person have to speak of the presence of a divine being to grant value to an experience? After all, which godly presence are they thinking of? If I said I felt the presence of spirits in the trees and the insects and the birds, would that satisfy? Well, a pagan would be fine with that. If I described hearing a voice in the streams or in the wind above, would that please a believer? Probably not, unless I said the voice was Jesus and I was listening for the Holy Spirit in the wind. Some might believe we can be truly grateful only if there is a God to be grateful to. Yet isn't a gratefulness an attitude or a feeling that can be expressed in various ways? We can be thankful for a person and tell them so, right? We can have gratitude for health and well-being, for a roof over our heads, food on the table. Many ways to sense and express gratitude. Those who believe in a great provider may simply thank this being for anything and everything. That's fine, unless they overlook the personal gesture of kindness expressing thanks to very visible human beings near and far. Thanking one's God for food on the table without grateful acknowledgement of all the hands that planted and harvested and transported and prepared the food would seem neglectful, at least. For those of us who have a sense of gratefulness for life and family and friends and countless good things, we don't need to call these gifts or look to any higher power than what's here and now. This doesn't make us ungrateful, not at all. In fact, it helps keep a thankful nature focused on the present, what I sometimes call the present or gift of the present. We may simply be filled with a gladness in the innate goodness of people, as well as the many things we value because they give our lives comfort and contentment. Well, when I enjoyed retreat days with the Zen Buddhist community, it was natural to bow to each resident as well as the cooks and the fresh foods at mealtimes. Simple gestures to show respect. Walking slowly through the gardens and the farmland, it was natural to breathe slowly and smile at the beauty before me at each step. No one asked me to become a Buddhist. I only felt the need to pay attention, to be in the present moment and show gratitude, even if that was simply to sit or to walk in silence. Religious belief is not essential for a grateful response to life experience. Some of the most meaningful moments I've shared with others around a dinner table, have included brief words of grateful thanks from each person. In the past, these may have included spoken prayers. Said in a humble rather than a showy manner, these could feel inclusive, even for a secular person. Whichever direction gratefulness is directed, up and out to an unseen force, or down and in to the immediate gathering, the spoken or unspoken thankfulness can be welcoming for all. Every person can be appreciated and be free to show appreciation for who or what they value in daily life. Well, this isn't intended as merely a reflection and a meditation on the day of Thanksgiving. We need these reminders once a year, don't we? To express thanks and gratefully pay attention to what we have. Yet we could hope the intention is to practice a thankful nature each day of the year. As a practice of gratefulness, we might offer a bow or just a gentle nod of the head to honor those we hold precious in our lives. We can show appreciation for the simple gifts of the natural world, offering a gesture of gratitude for the common breath we share with others on this wide path of human community. So there you go. That's my thought on these days in this season. And I hope the best for you at this time. And maybe now and then that gesture of thankful, grateful appreciation. Be well. Take care.